Why, hello there. My name is Dylan Monroy, and today we're going to talk about something that probably won't happen. But before we move on, please leave a like and a subscribe. So, let's get started. What am I talking about? MLS. It has a great structure to it, but does it really? You have conferences just like the NBA has, West and East. And unlike the rest of the world, or most of the world, they have a playoff setup, rather a relegation setup. Now, why would America change things? I'll tell you why. Money. Relegation in Europe has this idea that, you need to be in the top flight in order to stay in that league, to keep the money that is produced for that league and for that team. So, on the other hand, a league like the MLS has conferences and every single team is competing, in a conference without the possibility of being relegated. So is there pressure? To play hard? There's a draft, just like there is in the NBA. And in the MLS, it doesn't matter if you lose every single game. You could lose every single game and it doesn't even matter. You get the first draft pick in the draft. Now, soccer world, in the rest of the world, in American, it's completely different. In the Premier League, you have relegation where the championship teams are fighting their butts off to try to get to the Premier League. And same can be said for those teams in the Premier League who don't want to be relegated. Because when you get relegated, you lose your top talent because you can no longer afford them. So this takes me back again to the MLS. This doesn't make us any better, does it? If every single year the exact same teams are playing, does it really build pressure on the players? Does it really put some, pressure on them to work harder, to play better, to score more goals, to make the assists? And it doesn't. It doesn't. And what I think is going to happen in the future, potentially like the NBA, a lot of the superstar players are only going to go to big cities like Los Angeles, New York, Miami, and the smaller teams like Portland, Tennessee, the Texas teams like Dallas, those teams might struggle a little bit more to retain talent because it's not a sexy city to live in. And all the money goes to the big cities. So this weird idea of non-relegation in the soccer world, I think isn't the best because it doesn't do the teams who work their butts off and have done so much to improve. That doesn't make us better, in my opinion. And moving forward, are we going to need something like that? Do we need relegation in order to push our players to higher limits, to give them more experience, to give them more of an idea of how the system is in Europe? Because we have another league, NWSL. So they are our second league here in the United States, and they have plenty of good teams. USL. In the USL, we got a lot of good teams that can compete to be fighting against MLS teams. But the MLS, the way it is structured, does not allow that to happen. Unless they add you as one of the new teams that they're going to add. But it's almost full. Sacramento's coming eventually. Tennessee just came not too long ago. And LAFC, my favorite, was just started just 5 years ago. So, in this system, everyone gets the money, everyone gets in, and yeah, they don't make the playoffs, but they just don't understand what it means to lose. If you can lose or tie, and it doesn't matter or mean anything to you, it makes competition a lot harder for everyone in general. So I think we should go to some sort of relegation, but it may never happen because we are in the United States. But I want to know what you guys think, because I think there should be relegation in the MLS, just like there is all across the top leagues in the world. In order to be that top league in the world, we need to bring more value to it and more strength. And that's why I think relegation would be better. But I want to know about you. Let me know what you guys think. I hope you liked the video, so you can leave a like. Make sure to comment. Definitely want to know what you guys think. And DM if anything. And I'll see you guys next time.